next event on the program is the Australian 125cc Grand Prix. These are the little buzz bombs, but I can assure you they are very quick indeed. A good field lining up. Ian Thornley from South Australia on 3, one of the men to watch. Trevor Manley, of course, on bike 5. The field gets away, and these 6-speed, high horsepower, but very lightweight machines tear along the main straight for the first time. And up towards Mountain Straight, it's Thornley the leader, followed by Manley. 5 laps of the journey, 30.8 kilometres around the Bathurst course. And it's a clean start, which is great news. Up towards the top of the hill now for the first time. And Manley the one to watch here. He's had terrible luck at Bathurst in recent years. Like 05 now. Manley leads the field from number 52 into second spot, and that's Stuart Radford from Queensland. Thornley drops back into third placing. Great shot from our chopper. Top of the circuit. And it's Manley still leading with around about 3 bike lengths.
And we're looking for, of course, is Buster Saunders, twice winner of the Australian 125cc Grand Prix at Bathurst. He's had a very poor start. He's way back in second field.
That's very unusual, because Buster is really a 125 specialist, multiple Australian champion, road racing champion and Grand Prix champion. So Manley this year might have the opportunity, John. You never know, but he's certainly looking good at the moment as he comes down off the mountain.
Manley's tried hard for a lot of years and has always been denied an Australian 125cc Grand Prix win. Let's hope that this is his year.
Unusual man in terms of size to be riding a 125. He's in excess of 6 feet tall. But he manages to tuck in behind that fairing. And look at the lead. A very healthy lead as he comes down the straight. The view from our Castrol helicopter. And Manley with around about 2.5 seconds over his nearest rival at the moment. 125 capacity bikes are extremely sensitive to good tuning. In other words, if you can extract the absolute best out of these, it really pays dividends on the course, and consequently they spend a lot of time developing exhaust port heights and fiddling around with expansion chambers. Manley in trouble. What happened? The bike just carked it as he came up towards the line, and it's going to be a did not finish result for Trevor Manley. Now inheriting the lead will be bike number 52, Stuart Radford. In fact, it's 53, Andrew Palmer from 93. So there's been a real carve up here as they came down the Conrod straight there for the first time, with Peter Galvin up into second place, and Galvin's machine tuned by, of course, Tony Hatton, a 125 specialist.
Galvin, of course, the son of John Galvin, the Metzeler distributor in Australia, and a young man with a big future in motorcycle racing, given that his dad's going to support him all the way.
This is a Mugen Honda, this machine. So we're finally seeing, for the first time in many years at Bathurst, the break in the dominance of the Morbidellis, and there is Trevor Manley. How unlucky is this man in Australian motorcycle racing? Well, the machine pulled off to the side of the pit straight there. A forlorn sight as Trevor Manley goes back to the pits to contemplate Bathurst 87. Meanwhile, the leader's at the top of the hill. And number 53 on the Honda, Andrew Palmer, one of the Mugen kitted Hondas, aftermarket Japanese accessories designed to lift the performance of these bikes. And this looks like being a great GP. The 125s are always good. The little 6-speed machines working hard across the top at McPhillamy, past the Castrol sand trap. And now a change for the lead. So through on the inside as they go, and peel right was Peter Galvin. Galvin the leader from bike number 53, Palmer.
Both of these machines tuned by Tony Hatton, who himself won the Australian 125cc Grand Prix in 1974 and again in 1977. And both of these riders, the very best of friends off the track.
Been some stars win this Grand Prix over the years, John. We look back and see, of course, that Buster Saunders has stamped a reputation as being a fine rider in this class. Paul Lewis this year contesting the World 500cc road racing Grand Prix in the Skull Bandit Suzuki, came out of Australian 125 racing. And Tony Hinton, one of the racing Hintons, has also done very well in this class. There's the gap between first and second as they pass the drive-in on the right-hand side. 125s very, very quick in a straight line, well in excess of 100 miles an hour down this straight, so do not discount them as being a slow motorcycle by any stretch of the imagination. Under the Hardy Bridge. Challenge for the lead again now. Andrew Palmer on 53, trying to figure a way through on the inside. Couldn't quite get away with the manoeuvre, but he's well positioned for a tow up the hill.
And it's really become a two-bike race because there is just daylight behind them in third position.
Oh, and the challenge for the lead again. Now, Palmer has the inside running here. If he can just leave his braking a little later, and he's done it. So Palmer back into the lead on 53. That was very cleverly done.
News comes through from the pits that of all things, Buster Saunders has also pulled to the sidelines with engine problem. So now we have both the major contestants in the 125cc class, Trevor Manley and Buster Saunders, both sidelined with mechanical problems.
Third place at the moment is 73 Marcus Decoe, and he was just ahead of Ian Thornley from South Australia. Good shot again from the chopper. As Palmer continues to do battle with the rider on machine number 93, Peter Galvin.
Open the taps wide for Conrod Straight.
21 there is Stephen McDermott from Western Australia, also on one of the popular NBA machines. Back to 73, Marcus Decoe, then followed now by 2, Dave Moore from New Zealand. So Thornley's now well out of this bunch.
Dave Moore's Morbidelli, almost a vintage bike, in fact. It's been around a number of years.
Listen to those little 125s humming down Conrod Straight as they come down towards the pit area near our commentary point. Under brakes. The 125 lap record in this class held by Paul Lewis, set way back in 1981 at a time of 2:35.6. They are a fair way off those times at the moment. As the Castrol last lap board comes out, and our leader at the moment still Peter Galvin. Galvin, as you can see, 2, maybe 3 bike lengths ahead of his nearest rival Palmer. And Palmer now with the opportunity of using that slipstream to some sort of advantage. There's third place, number 21. And Stephen McDermott appears to have this one nicely stitched up. There doesn't appear to be anybody too close. And the battle for 4th and 5th is fairly close between Marcus Decoe and bike number 2 from New Zealand is Dave Moore. Palmer now well and truly in position to try and do something about the leader.
Third place is certainly secure.
Yes, well, Stephen's got no problems at the moment. Big gap over his nearest rivals in 4th and 5th, and there is 5th place, New Zealand to Dave Moore. So that gives you an idea of the gaps, the running order of the race with now half a lap remaining for the leaders. Bike number 125 coming up Mountain Straight. Russell Barker on one of the Hondas, a popular entry in this year's 125 Grand Prix. And Ken Taylor making the journey all the way across from Western Australia.
Across the top of the mountain now, the leaders going for it. In the lead is Peter Galvin. Behind him is Andrew Palmer. As they come up to Castrol Corner, Palmer looking for a way on the outside. He's going to be hard-pressed to find it there, but look at the gap that he's closed up. Palmer now really in contention as they come down through the S's for the last time. Galvin going to call on his limited experience to hold Palmer out. Great racing from these two young men. It's great to see this nursery class really suiting them well.
Look at Moore here trying to wrestle an extra place, almost gets out and does some motocrossing. Covers his line. This should be the man who maintains third place all the way through to the checkered flag, failing mistakes. Steve McDermott from Western Australia on the NBA. Gridded number 23 in this grid.
Conrod Straight now for the last time. One corner remaining and Andrew Palmer is tucked in behind Peter Galvin, and it looks all over. Peter Galvin has got the race sewn up, and what a wonderful, wonderful thing this is going to be for the Galvin team. And Metzeler into the last corner. And look at Palmer! Galvin has gone to sleep and Palmer's outbraked him on the outside, and Andrew Palmer takes a shock victory in the Australian 125cc Grand Prix. Andrew Palmer from Peter Galvin with Stephen McDermott in third position.